Hey, what's up guys? Marcus Bird here. Alright, it's 12:30 in the morning right now. Haven't slept much today, so if I'm not looking sexy and fabulous like you, I apologize. But I was looking through some photos I had and I found these pictures. What's crazy about this photo shoot is that I did this photo shoot with these young women at this hotel, and I literally met them that night, and it kind of made me think about the whole idea of meeting people, demonstrating value, and communicating a concept to them in the moment. And I think it's something very valuable for a photographer or aspiring filmmaker, anybody who has ideas they want to communicate to people. And I think there are like three major components I'm going to get into right now. Alright, so the first thing is like literally the context of your environment. Meaning, in Jamaica, when you go to a major event, the place is flooded with photographers. Jamaica is a photographer saturated, it's just every single event has like 2 or 3 photographers, but there's always a photographer around. So people kind of expect a photographer. So when a photographer comes to an event, it's not like a big deal, you know what I mean? But when I was in New York, going to party after party, bar after bar, half of the time, actually no, 99% of the time, there is no one shooting photography. So when I come in there with my camera, I'm taking pictures, I'm immediately elevated to this high value kind of status because I'm the dude with the camera. I'm the dude capturing the moments. And if I take really good photos and then contact promoters and influencers in the crowd and share the pictures, I've made some good connections. So the context of how you shoot sometimes gives you more leverage than average. So me going to this party had 2 components. One, it was an HBO after party. My friend shot a film, and it was a martial arts film that won some awards. A great guy named James, and HBO had this after party for their film festival or whatever, right? So I got invited to this after party and went there, and I was the only person with a camera. But not just that, I'm a very naturally personable guy. I ended up chatting to these girls, and we're saying, hey, what's up, how you doing? And basically, at some point I was like, yo, we should do a shoot. I have my camera on me, I have my equipment, boom bang, shoot happens, right? But obviously that doesn't happen every single day. Not, every dancer in a club is gonna want you to shoot them. But I was able to say, hey, you know what, I love the atmosphere here. I like what you guys are wearing, the butterfly wings. I think I could get some really good footage. And I had my phone on me and I showed them my website. So I demonstrated value in terms of what I've done before and kind of made it happen. But that's a very specific scenario. Now, how do you communicate, if it's just somebody that you're just meeting or you don't really know that well? Or it's not a cool environment like an HBO after party, right? So what I thought was that the context of a party, like I said, is important. But the second most important thing is the idea of value, right? Now, there are 2 ways to demonstrate value. One, you can do a series of photos or projects that are just ridiculously interesting so that people immediately want to kind of pick your brain. Like, wow, you put like your parents in I don't know, diving suits and made them walk through a mall. Like that's crazy. Some people be like, okay, you're very different, or you have ideas, right? Or you've done certain photo shoots with certain people. So like if I show some people, hey, I did some work with Sean Paul or Maxi Priest or all these artists, people might be like, oh, that's cool, maybe you could shoot me. But if people aren't impressed by that or they're not interested in that, it doesn't matter. But that's how you leverage value. But the real way I found to leverage value is the ability to describe concept and give value to people. Put it this way, right? Value is not just what you're gonna bring as a photographer. In other words, if I'm like a world famous photographer like Annie Leibovitz and I say, hey, I want to shoot you, I'm gonna say yes, because she shot for Vogue and done all this major crazy stuff, so she's gonna bring it. But how do you make someone feel valuable? So an example I came up with was like, let's say I see this girl with like cool hair and the sides shaved off or whatever. I could be like, hey, I'm a photographer and I'd love to shoot you. Here's my work and here's what I've done, and maybe we could do something. Now, depending on the person, they might be like, oh, that's cool, let's do it. But I found 99% of people don't do it. It's not enough just to say, I'm a photographer, I've done cool work. It's not enough. What you have to do is say to them, listen, man, I really like your look, and I have this concept I want to do with you. You know, I think you fit what I've been looking for. You know, I've talked to like 50 people, and for whatever reason it didn't work out, but I like your look, and here's what I'm trying to do. I'm shooting people in green jumpsuits, and I want to bring out the essence of who they are by, you know, their unique characteristics, and you're just perfect for this, right? Now, when you say something like that, people are like, okay, I'm valuable. I, you know, make this person excited, and I can contribute to their project, and also I feel good about it because I'm an asset. Cool? So if you're able to do that and communicate in that way, it changes everything. And a lot of people don't do that. I think a lot of people have their portfolio, and I'm the same way. You have your portfolio, you say, hey, look at my portfolio, I'd love to work with you, and most of the time I do that, it falls flat on his face. But if I say to somebody, you know, I love the blonde hair thing, you're always rocking the blonde hair, let's do like, you know, a James Bond shoot where, you know, you dress like James Bond but you're a woman, and then, you know, like we'll find like all these gold backgrounds and just like gold, blonde, blonde. That's different. The person's gonna be like, oh, that's cool, James Blonde, that's nice. And that's how you excite people, right? So looking back at this photo shoot I did at the Monarch Hotel, you know, I excited, you know, these dancers about the idea of like a cool photo shoot. And any successful project I've had, it's just exciting somebody and then executing it soon afterwards. Now, to execute, one of the biggest tips I can give is to just create a relative sense of scarcity. You know, tell people, listen, I'm mad busy, but I can shoot you on Saturday or Sunday, or I can shoot you on Monday evening or Tuesday evening, but I won't have any other time for like 3 weeks after that. Are you down? This also gives a demonstration of value to them, meaning this guy is really busy, but he's making time for me. So again, he needs me for his project, he's really busy, and he wants to shoot me, and he wants to create something beautiful and interesting. And if you can communicate all these things, I believe you can definitely do more interesting projects. All right, that's the end of my thought for today. Hopefully it might help one of you out there in YouTube land. And yeah, more to come soon. Peace.